Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2017 Junior Cadet National Championships here from Medway Park in Gillingham. And next on we have the Junior Girls semi-final between the #1 seed from Middlesex, Denise Payet, and she takes on the #3 seed from Staffordshire, Charlotte Bardsley. Both players just doing their final practice before we get started. Best of 7 games. Big match to book their place in this year's Junior Girls final. So Charlotte Bardsley still a cadet, was playing yesterday and was crowned the Cadet Girls champion. Number 9 in Europe in the cadet age category as well. And ranked number 3 in the Junior Girls. And then Denise Payet in her first year as the junior. There's our junior #1. Playing out of Urban Table Tennis at Ellenborough under the guidance of Gurgly Urban, or Urfi as he's known. And players just querying the ball. Slightly strange bounce. Players all want to try and get as perfect a ball as possible, so they're not getting any irregular bounces. And that one seems to be an issue as well. I'll try another one. Okay, so we'll obviously revert it back to the first one. So here we go, best of 7 games. Denise Payet with the serve. Big first rally. Denise got a little bit of luck. Charlotte just had to control the ball back. Just aired the last forehand. So first point to Charlotte. And both players will be wanting to try and attack early. I'm sure we're in for a big attacking exchange from both sides. Oh, great forehand from Denise. I mean, when she strikes that well ball, has so much power and speed and spin. This time Charlotte trying to get the top spin in. Didn't quite step round enough. It's a positive start from Denise Payet. Leads 4-1. Oh, just snatched that as 4, and she was constructing it well. I like the change of serve. She's using the backhand serve, long faster with the first one, short the forehand with the second. Spun the ball up nicely with the backhand, but then just snatched at the last forehand. And this time it was Charlotte who set herself up, but didn't expect it to come back to the backhand. Bit of luck there. This time the point falling Charlotte's way. So Denise leading by 2. Both players just trying to work out what each other's tactics are, and that's a good point from Denise. Short the forehand, bring up on over the table, and attack out wide. Both players just need to settle down into this. Got the makings of a great semi-final. Well played, Charlotte Bardsley. Pendulum serve coming on the inside of the ball with a fraction of topspin. Ball sat up nicely. Easy to punch away, and another punch there. Brings her right back into this first game, so levels things 6-all. Denise opening up with a forehand, steps round at the middle. Charlotte was trying to get on the counter-attack quickly. That was a good change from Denise. Drove the ball, then got the topspin in. Changed the ball where the ball flies. And Denise just looks like she's trying to pin Charlotte around the middle and then occasionally out wide at the forehand as well. Wide forehand, counter topspin, switch, and takes it. Good tactical play. And the way she blocked that ball really early gave Charlotte very little time. And that flick there just touches the top of the net and pushes off the end. And it's Denise Payet who takes the first game 11-7. So both players showing the way they want to take this game on. Looking to attack. Denise using the serve. Trying to bring Charlotte over to the middle and short forehand. And then varying between going into the middle and wide to the forehand, as you saw there. Trying to get out wide to the forehand and switch it quickly. Charlotte has to run after the ball. Charlotte looking to attack first. Prefers to counter hit more on the backhand. But as we've seen from other matches we've shown today, when she can get that forehand in, can cause her opponents a lot of problems. So we'll be looking to get that in as much as she can. So game 2, Charlotte Bardsley with the serve. And that's more like it from Charlotte. Step round. Attacking with that forehand. Good play. That's a bit wild on receive there. Just needs to take a bit of care. Charlotte adapted well there. The early drives hit the top of the net, just came over. Charlotte trying to be creative in how she gets the ball back. Didn't just put it back on the table, try to do something with it. Good play from Charlotte. I think she can use that serve a little bit more. Side spin, top spin. Just sits up nice for her, but then needs to get round. You can see the idea, she's trying to get a top spin when she can. That's what she's got to be careful of though, not get drawn into going back at the backhand. So Denise has the initial lead here in the second game, leads 4-2. Good play. Starting off with a flick. It wasn't just a flat flick. A little bit of topspin there. Walking us through quick. A nice rolling topspin from on the forehand from Denise there. Charlotte expecting it to come through quicker. Took her a step off. And Denise happy just to roll it on. The last two topspins from Denise have just been that little bit slower and spinnier. That's caused Charlotte a couple of problems. And again, initial shots from Denise, just slower with a bit more spin. And Denise is now pulling away in his second game. Oh, that's brilliant play from Denise Payet. Charlotte on the attack. Denise was half a step back from the table. Control, then just stepped in, took it quicker. Well played, Denise Payet. And Charlotte just trying to step things up. I think if Charlotte can draw Denise over a little bit more to the middle of the table, she could create an opening on the backhand. Denise is varying things and dealing with things nicely here. Moves to a 5-point lead. And there's another one. So it's Denise Payet who leads 10-4 in this second game. And she takes it first time. And Denise Payet takes the second game 11-4 and moves 2 games clear in this girls' semi-final. Charlotte was trying to step things up and get that attacking more, as we would expect. Denise Payet handled it really well, had a bit of control it and vary the timing. Outmaneuver her opponent. It was a real clever game, and that rally where she was back from the table and stepped in showed the quality that Denise Payet can play with. Charlotte can maybe draw her opponent over a bit more, try to create an opening. Maybe needs to look for heavy spin on the first one to set herself up. But we shall see. So Charlotte just getting last words of advice with De La Gito, who worked with her yesterday and over the last few seasons. Knows the game very well, but also knows her opposition. Charlotte, great fighter and competitor, so it's far from over. Oh, a bit lucky there from Denise. And Charlotte looking to get in when she can. Oh, great shot from Charlotte Bardsley. Control the ball, went wide forehand, switch right backhand, got the opening and put that ball well. Very well played from Charlotte Bardsley. Charlotte now just snapping through that backhand, putting the pressure on Denise. And that ball comes through a little bit flatter, so Denise has to hit that topspin on the ball. Charlotte Bardsley opens up the early lead at 3-1. And there's that backhand serve. That's served Denise well so far. She hides the point of contact well. There. Trying to use the high toss serve, but it was loose. Can't afford to do that. Knows Charlotte's going to look to get in. Denise edging away back into this one. It's a big game here. Important game for Charlotte. Oh, and the angles Denise used there were fantastic. That last backhand, chop blocking the ball and coming around the side, so kicked it really wide. Charlotte running after the ball. But great resilience from Charlotte Bardsley. She just moves on to the next one. And a touch there on that shot. Charlotte acknowledged it straight away, and so did the umpire. So Charlotte Bardsley opens up lead again, lead 6-4. Charlotte Bardsley maintains her 2-point lead. Big game here. Important for Charlotte. She's going to stay in this. Needs to get this third game under her belt. Just forced that one, hit the ball a bit too flat. Tell by the sound on the contact. We've just seen that 1 or 2 times. So when Charlotte receives more into the kind of crossover, Denise happy to step over and play the backhand. And Charlotte can then block it wider to the backhand after that. She reaches for the ball a bit. They're coming over to the middle. Starting to see a trend now. The ball comes in from the other court. It was a good rally, but let called. The boys' semi-finals taking place between Matthew Leeds and Luke Saville on the adjacent table. And Matt Lee is leading 2-1 and 2-0 in this 4th set. But back to the girls' semi-final. Denise just hitting that ball flat at the end. Needs to keep the quality. And Charlotte Bardsley gives herself 4 game points. Denise getting a topspin in. Ball just kicking. Charlotte turning to a coach. So the topspin off the end there from Denise. Gives Charlotte the point and she takes the 3rd game, 11-7. Denise now leading 2-1. So better play from Charlotte Bardsley. You can see there Denise is starting to play more backhands from the middle. And Charlotte was using that against her. Draw her over to play the backhand. Open up the backhand corner. And also when she controlled the ball, if Denise was top spinning, wasn't just blocking it back, was actually just punching through the ball a little bit, which is slightly more risky. That gave Denise less time. And with the ball coming through flatter, Denise then needs to do more with the ball, but with less time is sometimes harder. So, a clever game from Charlotte Bardsley. Keeps her in this semi-final. Now moving to game 4, and it'll be Charlotte Bardsley with a serve. So all to play for. And there again, Denise open up, heavy push. Denise spins up, and Charlotte can punch through the ball. One went for the long fast serve down the line. Just off.
Well done.
Denise was trying a similar tactic, digging out wide at the forehand. Charlotte's topspin keeping lower to the net, so it's difficult to hit through that one. Charlotte now bearing the length receive, and Denise starting to get a bit frustrated with herself. Needs to regroup. Just snatched that backhand. Charlotte came right over to the 4.5 there to try and play that. But as we've seen, Charlotte's got a good 4 on top, so you need to look for that. Let the backhand look after itself. There we go. Gets it in, tries to move in. Just needs to pick the right one to do it. So Denise gets herself back in this 4th game. Levels it 3-all. Good change from Denise. It was a good flick from Charlotte initially. Denise fed off it. Then just rolled the ball down the backhand. got the ball to sit up. Point goes her way. There, Denise trying to get wide the forehand. We saw that in the second game. Received out wide, blocks out wide. Get Charlotte to run after the ball and get her back from the table. There, played heavier spin and Charlotte just can't quite get over it. Now Denise opens up a 3-point gap. And this time going wide at the backhand, then switching quickly, so Denise trying to find different ways to get wide of that Bardsley forehand. There's that top swing from Charlotte. Spinnier but not as deep. Oh, well played, Charlotte Bardsley. Two great forehands down the line, then switch quick. Good aggressive play from Charlotte Bardsley, well played. Just a bit too much spin. Charlotte took it a bit later. Denise maintains that 3-point lead. Oh, used the angles well. Two forehands out wide. Then again, that backhand just coming around the side of it. Dropping it shorter, but wide at the backhand. Great control. The ball just dropping off the rubber. And now Denise Payet gives herself 5 game points here in game 4. Let's serve. Charlotte pulls one back. Denise taking her time, composing herself. He's trying to get it wide the forehand, just off the end. Oh, good backhand punch from Charlotte. Serve went half long, but maybe did that on purpose. Knew Denise would look for the top spin, punch through the ball. And he's within 2. And another one slips away, so after having 5 game points, now 1 chance left. So timeout called by Denise Payet. Know how critical this game is. The difference between being 2-all or 3-1 up. Huge difference. Maybe it's just a little bit of nerves kicking in with Denise. Perhaps she's just taken her foot off the gas and Charlotte has stepped it up. We shall wait and see. So, Murphy just giving some tactical advice. Get her to stay in the moment. Charlotte. Momentum for the last 4 points has been with her. So, huge point now. Oh, well played, Charlotte. Trailed 10-5 and now pulled it right back to 10-all. Very well played. Showing great mental strength. Just off the end. And Denise gives herself another game point. Can she take it this time? Not yet. And this is a real battle of wills now. Charlotte just snapped at that one. A bit too keen to get that one over the line. Denise has another chance. What a rally. Fantastic finish to that game. I think Denise had a slight miscontact on the last shot, but it was a great rally. It had everything in it. And it's Denise Payet who takes the game, 13-11, and now moves to 3-1 up in this girls' semi-final. Well, you've got to admire the resolve of Charlotte Bardsley. Showed great mental strength. 10-5 down, battle back to make it 10-all. And Denise, despite having that lead, had 6 game points before it, managed to take it on the 7th and get over the line. And will that just give her the confidence to take this next game? Charlotte with it all to do, but showing what a mental character she is. Will really get stuck into her opponent now. So a huge game. Charlotte will be wanting to set the stall out early. Here we go. Shot pushing the net from Charlotte gives Denise the first point. Denise playing up forehand off the hip. And goes 2-0 up. Oh, Charlotte trying everything there. At least 3 chops in that rally. And Denise had to step right round the backhand to smash the last ball away. And Charlotte nearly made it back, but not quite. So again, initial lead going Denise Payet's way, the #1 seed. She's 1 game away from booking her place in the final. Flick just off the end, it's just slipping away from Charlotte. But we've seen she can regroup, needs to get back into this one. Points slipping away. Charlotte using a towel down and timeout call by Charlotte's coach Dale. Good time to call it. Trails by 4. And 4 seems like a lot, but as we've seen, 5 game points down, she can battle it back. So she has the character and the will and the determination to do it. Now just needs to refocus and regroup, and I'm sure she can do that. Denise, though, will be wanting to keep the pressure on. Make sure she doesn't take the foot off the gas. Keep being ruthless for every point, force the errors and take the chances. So they make their way back to the table. Denise leads 5-1, leads 3-1. Halfway to, in this game, to take it and to book her place in this year's final. Charlotte Bardsley with a serve, 2 big serves to come. Pushing the net. Another one goes Denise's way. Yeah, nice early timing from Charlotte. Really fed off the spinning speed of Denise's shot. Heavy dig there. You could hear the back contact in the table. Charlotte there trying to get white at the forehand again. Still a difference of 4 between the two. Denise leading 7-3. Charlotte with 2 serves. Huge points every time she serves. Needs to try and take 2. There's 1. And again, is that an air of complacency from Denise? We've seen it before in a previous game. And there, another one. 2 easier points for Charlotte Bardsley. She wins 2 on her serves, so now the difference only 2. That's 3 points in a row now. And we saw this in the last game. Charlotte will just keep chipping away and chipping away. But there, Denise steps things up. Needed to do that. Really, really important. From a point of view, but also on the mental side. She'd lost 3 points, but told her opponent, no, I'm still here. I'm going to do my job. And Charlotte has just rushed the last 2 points, and Denise Payet now leads 10-6 and is 1 point away from booking her place in the final. And she does it first time. Charlotte can't quite get round. And Denise Payet takes it 11-6 and wins the semi-final 4-1. So the number 1 seed through to the final. Charlotte Bardsley showed great fight. Previous game, 10-5 down, battled back. Was unfortunate not to take it. And then just didn't quite get the start she wanted, but again, fought again. Just rushed the last 2 points a little. And it's Denise Payet who came out the victor. And the number 1 seed is in this year's Junior Girls Final.